Hello, we're looking at Malachi chapter 4 today, and we are still in our series called Incarnate, moving through the scriptures, pointing us toward the Christmas event, the birth of our Savior. And we're just about done in the Old Testament portion, with Malachi being one of the final voices that we get to hear as we launch into the Gospels and the accounts that we have of the actual birth. But it wasn't too long ago that I was sifting through some things and ran across a headline that said, we preach a Norman Rockwell Christmas, but in reality, we live a Christmas vacation. And that just resonates with me so much. For us, you can tell when the Christmas season is upon us. I'm usually at some point on top of our roof trying to put up the lights that are up there. We keep adding lights to the outside of our house each and every year. You walk into our house and you start to see this slow transformation happening where we've got some small trees that the girls like to put up and decorate. We have this large, massive tree that a good friend of ours gave us years ago that takes over our living room, and then we spend the rest of the time trying to keep the dog out of it. You start to smell different things because different treats that we don't get to bake during the rest of the year start getting baked during the Christmas season. And you just see this transformation happening and a lot of preparation that happens to get us ready for this season of Christmas. But I still can't help but think our reality is a Christmas vacation, or a National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I read an article that Tim Keller wrote about Christmas is not about us fixing the world. And he talks about this headline he read a long time ago in the New York Times that said the meaning of Christmas is that love will triumph and that we will be able to put together a world of unity and peace. In other words, we have this light within us, and so we are the ones who dispel the darkness in the world. We are the ones that overcome poverty, injustice, violence, and evil. But those of us that experience a National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation might beg to differ. I don't know that we are the ones that possess that. We are the ones that prepare for the one to show up who can do those things. You know that one of the most thoughtful world leaders we've ever had, at least in my lifetime, was the very first president of the Czech Republic. My wife's grandmother moved from Czechoslovakia eons ago to the United States, in part to escape a corrupt government, a socialist government. But this new president, as they were gaining their independence and gaining some autonomy and moving even in toward a democracy, his name is Václav Havel. And he's the very first president of the Czech Republic in the late 20th century. He had this unique vantage point from which to peer deeply into both socialism and capitalism, and he was not optimistic that either would, by itself, solve the greatest of human problems. He knew that science, unguided by moral principles, had given us things like the Holocaust. He concluded that neither technology, nor the state, nor the market alone could save us from degradation. He says, and I quote, "Pursuit of the good life will not help humanity save itself, nor is democracy alone enough." He continued on saying, "A turning to and a seeing of God is needed." As you read Malachi chapter 4, see the need for us to turn to and to see God, and that we would prepare ourselves much as the Elijah figure prepared the way of the Lord that we read about in Malachi 4 today. And I want to ask yourself, these next few days, short few days, what do you have to do not to prepare for the Christmas event, not to prepare for the family coming over or the presents that are given out, but what do you need to do to prepare yourself to turn to and see God? And then I pray that you do. You guys be blessed, and we'll be seeing you very soon.